Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. In today's video, I have something quite special. And I've done this design a few years ago at the request of a client, and I basically just played with it. She never actually had it on her nails, and I can't remember for the life of me why she didn't. But she asked me to kind of, do a practice thing to show it to her, and, she loved it. But again, I don't know why she didn't have it, but that's off topic. And then I was thinking for Christmas, I kept on thinking of these like little teacups, like tea set that my mom would have in the cupboard, and it would only come out at Christmas whenever family members would come over and would have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in them, but they would never ever come out, so they were like a very special occasion thing. And I kept like throughout Christmas, nothing else came to mind. I haven't been back home for 6 years for Christmas, so whenever I thought about it, I just thought about that tea set. It just kept on popping in my mind. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do a set inspired by it. I didn't do it at Christmas because it's not really, Christmassy for most people, but it like I really, really tie it in with my Christmas. And it's like, those really, really old type of tea sets that, yeah, I'm gonna insert a photo here. I cannot tell you exactly what type of thing this is because I found different names and some of them I can't pronounce, so I just decided I'm just going to show you a photo, so I'm going to put a photo. But I'm in love with how these came out. Obviously I spiced them up a little bit compared to what I did back when my client asked me to do something similar, but yeah, I absolutely love how they came out. They are just so cute, and to be honest, I know I usually, like, lately I'm doing maybe 5 nails to show you how to mix your set and how to put things in your set, but with these I would honestly put maybe only white on the rest of the nails because it's such a busy design. I mean, unless you are for that, because I love a busy design, I don't mind, but there are people that don't. So yeah, I don't know, maybe put that, or if not, just go ahead and do these type of things on the rest of the nails. So anyway, yes, I do still have a cold, because not because it's still ongoing for such a long time, but because I'm filming in the same weekend and I'm filming multiple videos, so I'm still feeling very rough, but I'll go over this. And also, do you guys like my new backgrounds? Because I absolutely love them. They're so cute, and you're gonna see many, many more, because I have a whole book of them. And yeah, anyway, I rambled a lot, and I think it's time for us to do some nails. I am going to start off with Whiteout from Kirsty Meakin Gel Polish collection, and I will apply 2 layers of this and cure each for 30 seconds in my LED lamp, which it means they're going to be fully cured. And then I'm going to go in with Metallic Gold from Hot Tips Beauty, and this is very nice and runny and it's beautiful. And I'm gonna use the middle liner from Glitter Bells, and I'm gonna remove the sticky layer just to make sure I have a nice surface to paint on, because if you leave the sticky layer, the gel paint is just going to like spread out and your lines are not going to be as defined. And I'm doing this weird side thing, I don't know what it is, and I'm not struggling too much to make it perfect, because it doesn't have to be. And then I'm gonna apply a layer of top coat to make sure everything is nice and protected. And then I'm gonna use some of this, which is basically latex. You can find it in different forms, and yeah, I'm painting a layer of this where I don't want my stamping to stick on. So you can do designs with this, you can do all kinds of things. Just make sure that if you use any brushes, any of your brushes, don't use good ones. because it's gonna get stuck in there. Then this plate is from Lina Nail Art Supplies or something like that, and it's called Opposites Attract, and it has these beautiful designs, and they are like mirrored, like half of the plate is exactly as the other half but in a mirror kind of thing, and it has all kinds of beautiful designs. I absolutely love it. And then I'm gonna use this stamping polish from Born Pretty, and it's like number 7. I don't know any other name for it. And this is very cheap. That's why I bought it, because I bought like a huge bulk of them, a huge collection. But you're gonna see that like I have to scrape quite a few times because it seems like it has some fibers in it or something. So yeah, I mean you get what you pay for, you know. It's not brilliant, but for me back then it was a good way to get a lot of colors for cheap, because I mean there are loads of brands that do really good stamping polishes, but they're quite expensive, so don't expect huge quality. It's good, it's pigmented, but it's like it's not completely smooth. It's not like it's completely liquid. But anyway, I took this design and I'm just placing it on the nail wherever I want. And apparently that's what I wanted. And then I am going to take this little thing here, and again I'm scraping quite a few times. Normally you just have to scrape like once or maybe twice, but with this you have to be like quite consistent with it. Thankfully it's quite pigmented, so you know it's good, but it takes a bit of practice to learn how to work with it. And I'm going to put those leaves there just to like continue the design a little bit. And then this part is absolutely satisfying. It's beautiful. So you just peel that off, and then this is completely, you know, clean. Then I'm gonna go in with Gem Body from Get Nailed by Laura McBride. I'm gonna use some Caviar Beads and some of those blue crystals which I got from Crystal Parade. And then I'm gonna use my crystal picker upper and this 3D2 brush and this 3mm brush. Both of these are from Ink London, and I know the 3mm brush looks really rough, but it's fine for applying caviar beads because that's what I'm using it for, and I'm not gonna get rid of it because it does the job. So I use the other Cat 2 brush to just apply my gem body on the nail wherever I want. I like it because it's really it's thin, so you know you can get quite nice into places that, yeah, anyway. And then I applied these crystals all over that line that I created earlier, and I'm not curing anything at this point, but I'm going in with my caviar beads and my little brush. As I said, I know it looks really rough, but if I buy a new one in a few uses of putting caviar beads on, it's gonna look the same, so what's the point? I don't want to ruin a new one to get to this stage, because I do have new ones, by the way, so you know, it's not that I can't afford new ones, because these are like really nice and cheap, and they're good quality, especially for the price. They're amazing quality. I really love Ink London's brushes. But yeah, that was the point. So I'm applying the caviar beads everywhere where the crystals meet. I'm applying 3 at the ends there, just to have like a nice finish, and because I couldn't fit anymore. And then you can see that they kept on moving on me. I think it was very, very warm, and if it's very, very warm, obviously the gel is going to be a bit more movable. So yeah, anyway, I got them in the position. I cured them fully for 60 seconds. And now I'm just applying some shiny top coat, and then this nail is going to be done. I don't think I showed you, I'm using the Kirsty Meakin shiny top coat, but I don't think I show it. I don't know why, I just didn't film it. I'm usually quite good at that, but not this time apparently. Then I'm moving on to the next nail, and it's the same. The background is going to be still white out. All of them are going to be with white out. And I'm just cleaning up. That's a lint roller, by the way, and I'm just like applying it gently with my my stamper, and it removes everything that you don't want it to remove. And because it's a clear jelly stamper, you can see through it, which is absolutely great and makes your job a lot easier to remove everything and to place your stamp exactly where you want it. And I have a bit of an obsession to clean up around the design perfectly. I don't know why. You don't have to, especially if you're working like I am on a tip. I would have had to maybe clean up only on one side, but I have a bit of an obsession to have everything clean. I don't know. But you can see I'm using like the edge of that to get exactly in the corners that I want, and I absolutely love it. And then I added that little flower there because there's an empty spot. And after stamping, you should leave it for, let's say, maybe half a minute to a minute. It's very thin layer of polish, but I would still leave it for a minute to dry completely. Then I moved on to the third nail. This is going to be a really easy video and a really quick one, but I just had to share this design with you because I really love it. I don't know. I mean, if you don't, I'm sorry. I love it. I really wanted to share it. So anyway, for this nail, I decided to do like a double line here. I kind of struggled with it because I ain't good at lines. You probably know by now I'm not really good, but I'm doing my best. So I'm applying another layer of top coat just because in case I was messing up or something. I didn't want to put acetone on that gold line because then it would probably like remove it or make it look weird. So yeah, knowing that I'm gonna use acetone to clean up if I make a mistake, I decided to take precaution. And I am going to do again well, you're gonna see in a second what I'm doing, but I took these like 2 lines of design because they were kind of like lines, and I thought these are gonna be perfect for this nail in particular for the design that I had in mind. So I am just applying one on one side, and then because they are mirrored, because that's how the plate is, this side that I'm picking up right now is going to look exactly the same, but on the other side, obviously. So yeah, oh my god, that's beautiful as well, the little design with the leaves and things. I really love this plate. It's one of my favorites. So I'm trying to line up these two, and you can see that they meet in the middle perfectly because again, they are made for each other, the same design. I also really like this plate because it's really deep etched, and it's a good quality. That's what I mean. And you know, she has quite a few. I'm gonna try to find a website because I'm not sure if she's still coming out with plates or if she stopped. I know a few years ago she was doing a lot of plates, but yeah, I'm not sure right now if she is still doing them or not. But I know you can find them on websites, the ones that she already created. So yeah, I'll find some website for you to pick them up if you want. Anyway, I applied some of that gem body in the middle of that nail, as you saw, in middle and like half, the top half of the nail. You saw what I did. And now I'm just basically doing a simple crystal placement. It's not something very exciting, but I thought it's gonna look beautiful, and in my opinion it does. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. And then I'm going in with caviar beads. Again, I'm not curing anything until I finish all the caviar beads. That's just the way I like to work. If it is a bit warm and you know your gem body is a bit more like liquid, it's going to move around a little bit, but not too much. I mean, you saw it was fine. And then that's cured, and now I'm applying a layer of top coat, and I'm curing that as well. And with that, this nail is going to be finished. This is all of them done now, and I'm really in love with them. As I said, it just reminds me of childhood and, you know, Christmas at home, and yeah, I'm missing it. Can you tell? But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, and if you learned anything and you know things like this, please give it a like, comment. It really helps me out. And I would love to hear like your you know, other ideas of what I could do. I would love to see your recreations on these things because I really, really love your recreations. So, yeah. Anyway, with all of that said, I mean, rambling again for a long time. I guess I'll just see you in the next one. Okay, bye.